Hey guys, we thought we'd take a couple minutes to help you get that perfect soldering joint, either when you're under the hood, under the dash, or underneath your truck. And when you need that extra set of hands, the easiest thing to do is make this cool little tool. So what you'll need to do is go out and get 2 alligator clips. And when you run out of wire in your welder and have to pull all that excess wire out of the wire gun, keep that, because it comes in quite handy, especially to tie these 2 guys together. And the way that this works is either you can put it underneath your dash to help hold 2 wires together, or you can put it in the vise to help hold these 2 wires together. What you want to do is fray each wire's end. Push them together and give them a twist. This is the mechanical connection of the splice. The solder is just there to keep the 2 wires bonded together. And when it comes to soldering wire, pick the right tool for the job. These are used to solder heavy gauge wire. And what we're going to use for our 16 gauge wire is a butane soldering torch. The first thing you're going to want to do is fire your torch up to get that tip nice and warm. And once it's lit, we're going to give it a little bit of time to get that tip warm so we can actually clean the end of it off before we even start tinning the tip. Now the first thing we're going to do is clean the tip off with a nice clean rag. Then when the tip is nice and warm, put a little bit of solder on it, and that is called tinning your tip. Then for soldering, wipe it off one more time. Now a lot of the times what people do is they put the soldering iron on top of the wire and then try to feed solder onto the tip of the soldering iron. Now the correct way to do it is actually put your soldering iron on the bottom. So let it sit there a bit and heat the wire up. And here we go. Set it on top and let it pull solder all the way through the joint. And one of the last things you need to do is protect the connection that you just made. And in our case, we can slide our heat shrink on this end. But when you're underneath the truck or your car, don't forget to put this on first. So it's as simple as putting it all on when it's nice and cool and just shrink it down.